Welcome back, all of you. Last class we discussed about guided media. Different types of guided medias: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and optical fiber cable. Out of this one, optical fiber cable is the fastest media. Now, today's class I am going to discuss about unguided media. Unguided media uses electromagnetic signals to transmit the data. That means in unguided media, there must be an antenna will be there in the sender side and at the receiver side. Both sender side and receiver side will use two different antenna to transmit and receive the signals. Now, this transmission of signals can be directional or omnidirectional. Directional means both the antenna must be aligned. It must be face to each other. Then only the sender's signals that is sending from the sender side will directly reach at the receiver side. Both antenna must be aligned, then only the signal which is sending from the sender side directly reaching at the receiver side antenna. That is known as directional. Second one is omnidirectional. That means signals can transmit in different direction and can be received by many antenna. So, transmission of signals can be directional or omnidirectional in unguided media. In unguided media, both sender and receiver must use an antenna to receive and send the signals. Now we can see different types of unguided media. Different types of unguided media are infrared waves, radio waves, microwaves, and satellite link. First we can see about microwaves. I told you all the unguided media use an antenna to send and receive the signals. See this picture. In this picture you can see there is two antennas you can see over here. Transmitter side one antenna is there and at the receiver side also another antenna. This is the transmitter side antenna which these both the antennas placed face to each other. They are aligned in this way. So, when the transmitter sends the signals, it is transmitting through this direction and it's directly reach at the receiver side antenna. That is why I told you both the antenna must be face each other. It is transmitting through this direction and directly reach in the receiver side antenna. This is the receiver side antenna. In microwave transmission is line of sight transmission. Line of sight means data or signal is transmitted in a straight line. Signal is transmitted in a straight line. In microwave communication, two directional antenna are mounted on towers to send and receive signal. Both antenna must be aligned each other. Then only it will accept or receive the signals. It can send the signal and it can receive the signals. Now we can see what are the advantages of microwave signals or microwave communication. First one, it is an inexpensive media because it does not need a cable media to transmit the data. So that means there is no need to, you don't want to acquire land to lay down the cables. That is why microwaves are inexpensive communication medium. It is an inexpensive communication medium because there is no, it will not use the cable to transmit the data. This type of communication is easier in difficult terrain. This type of communication, microwave communication, is easier in difficult terrain. And the transmission rate of microwave signal is at a maximum of 16 Gbps. Transmission rate is a maximum of 16 Gbps. These are the main advantages of microwave signal. And the disadvantage, what are the disadvantages of microwave signal? It is an insecure mode of transmission. It is an insecure mode of transmission. That means data is transmitted through the air. So when the signal is transmitted through the air, there will be a chance to signals are propagated in different direction, and it will not reach directly in the receiving antenna. There may be a chance to lose the signal, or signal become weak. So it will not directly reach at the destination. So that is the main disadvantage of microwave signals. It is an insecure mode of transmission because data is transmitted through the air. As it is transmitting through the air, signals may propagate in different direction, and it will not reach directly there in the receiving antenna. And another main disadvantage of this one is it is directly affected by the weather condition. It is directly affected by the weather condition. Depends upon the weather condition, transmission will be affected. And another main disadvantage is implementation cost is high. Implementation cost of microwave signals are high. Microwave transmission is high. When you compare it with the cable media, it may be inexpensive. There is no need to use the cables. That is why I told you it is an inexpensive media. But implementation and maintenance cost is high in microwave signals or microwave transmission. Now we can see the second type of unguided media. Second type of unguided media is radio waves. Radio waves uses radio frequency to transmit the signal. It uses radio frequency to transmit the signal. Here also a transmitter is there and a receiver is there. The transmitter send the signals and encode the signals, and it will convert into another format, encode them into another format. And at the receiver side, which will be decoded, and from the decoded signal, original message or signal will be extracted. That is your radio wave transmission. So radio wave transmission uses radio frequency to transmit the signals from sender to the receiver side. There also both sender and receiver are using two different antennas. But like microwave, radio waves are not line of sight transmission. That means signals can travel in different direction. But in microwave, signals are transmitting in line of sight transmission. That means it will travel only in straight line. But in radio wave, signals are not in line of sight transmission. It can penetrate through walls also. Radio frequency transmitting through the radio, using the radio frequency. So that means it can penetrate through the walls. Now we can see what are the advantage of radio waves. The main advantage of radio waves is that it is omnidirectional, can travel in any direction. It is not a line of sight transmission. That means it is not traveling in straight line. It is omnidirectional. It can travel in any direction. And it is cheaper. It is a cheaper way of communication medium because there is no need to lay down the cables. There is no need to acquire the land to lay down the cables. Cables are not there. So that is why cables are not using there. That is why it is a inexpensive mode of communication. And it is easier to use in difficult terrain. That means in hilly region, you can use these radio waves for communication. See, these are the different advantages of radio waves. They are omnidirectional. Omnidirectional means they can travel in any direction. Second one is transmitting and receiving antennas are not in line of sight. They are not in line of sight. They can be, it is not necessary that they must be aligned. It is not in line of sight. This type of transmission offers mobility, and it is cheaper than laying cables. And communication through radio waves is easier in difficult terrain. Recollect once again the advantage. It is omnidirectional. Omnidirectional means it can travel in any direction. Second one, receiving and sending antenna, it is not necessary to be aligned. It is not necessary to be in line of sight, because the signals are transmitting in different direction. And this type of transmission offers mobility. It is cheaper than laying cables. And communication through radio waves is easier in difficult terrain. That means in hilly region or industrial areas, you can use these radio waves. Now we can see what are the disadvantages of radio waves. The main disadvantage is it is an insecure mode of transmission media, because data is transmitting through the air itself. So there is a chance data can be propagated in different direction, and all the signals may not reach at the receiving antenna. So that is why it is said that it is an insecure mode of transmission. And the second one is it is susceptible to weather condition. Depends on the weather condition. Sometimes all the signals won't reach at the receiving antenna. So these are the main two disadvantages of radio waves. Now we can see infrared waves. Third type of unguided media is infrared wave. Infrared waves are normally used in TV remotes or wireless speakers. They are normally used in short distance communication. For a short distance communication, infrared waves are used. They will not be penetrate through the walls. Infrared waves will not be penetrate through the walls. Now we can see what are the advantages of infrared waves. You can say it is a secure mode of transmission, because it is used only for short distance communication. It is a secure mode of transmission because it is only used for short distance communication. And the main disadvantage of this type of communication medium is signals cannot penetrate through the walls. It can be used only for a short distance communication. So these are the disadvantages of infrared waves. So infrared waves are normally used in TV remote or wireless speakers. Such type of devices uses infrared waves, which normally used for short distance communication. Now the fourth type of unguided media is satellite link. In satellite link, there will be both sender and receiver antenna will be there in the earth station. Both sender will send the signal to the satellite. From satellite, there is a transponder is there. The transponder receives the signal and transmit back to the receiving side antenna. See, in this picture you can see this is transmitting antenna and this is receiving antenna. Both is there in the earth station. And this sender side or transmitting antenna will send the signal to the satellite. There will be a transponder is there which will receive the signal and which will amplify the signal. Again, it is retransmitted back to the receiving antenna. So, satellite link is a type of microwave communication. It is a type of microwave communication. See then, when you transmit signal from transmitter antenna to the satellite, you are transmitting signal from transmitter antenna to the satellite, then it is known as uplink. And when the transmission is from satellite to the receiving antenna, then it is known as downlink. See then, when data is transmitted from an earth station to satellite, then it is known as uplink. And when transmission taking place from satellite to the earth station, then it is known as downlink. In satellite, there were a transponder is there to send and receive signals to or from the earth station. So see then, here in this picture, from this picture itself you can study everything. Both receiver and sender antennas will be there in the earth station. Sender antenna will send the signal to the satellite. There will be a transponder is there which will receive the signal and which will amplify the signal and retransmit the signal back to the earth station itself, and the receiving antenna will receive that signal. So transmitting signal from transmitter antenna to the satellite is known as uplink. And from the satellite to the receiving antenna, it is known as downlink. Now we can see what are the advantages of satellite link. Can you say what is the main advantage of satellite link? It is used for long distance communication, or worldwide communication is supported by this satellite communication. It is satellite communication is used for long distance, or it is used for worldwide communication. No line of sight restriction is not there in the satellite communication. There is no line of sight restriction is not there. The main disadvantage of satellite communication is that it is an expensive medium of communication. It is an expensive compared to other medium of communication. And installation is very difficult, and the maintenance is also difficult. Installation and maintenance is difficult and complex. These are the main disadvantage of satellite communication or satellite link. So now we studied about 4 different types of unguided media. What are they? The first one is microwave. In microwave, it is a line of sight transmission. That means signals will transmit only in straight line. Second one is radio wave. Radio wave waves use radio frequency for transmission. It is not a line of sight transmission. And third one is microwave transmission. Microwave transmission is normally used for short distance communication. It can be used within a room or within one or two rooms. That type of signals cannot penetrate through the walls. And the fourth one is satellite link communication, which is used for communicating all around the world. Communication around the world is possible by using satellite communication. In satellite communication, both the receiving and sender antenna will be there in the earth station. And from the earth station, sender will send the signal, and in the satellite, transponder will receive the signal. And it will amplify the signal, again send it back to the receiving side, receiver side or earth station itself, receiver side antenna. That is your satellite communication or satellite link communication. So these are the 4 main different types of unguided media. Now we can see what are the different types of wireless technology. Wireless technology. Wireless technology means technology that allows us to communicate without using wires. technology that allows us to communicate without using wires. There will be mainly there will be two different types of wireless technology. One is Wi-Fi and one is WiMAX. Everybody daily using Wi-Fi. What is the full form of Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity. Users share their data by using broadband internet service without using cables. So Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity. And what's the full form of WiMAX? WiMAX means worldwide interoperability for microwave access. Worldwide interoperability for microwave access. Wi-Fi uses microwave link to establish its connection. It uses microwave link to establish its connection. Whereas Wi-Fi uses radio waves for its connection. Wi-Fi uses radio waves for its connection to establish the connection, whereas WiMAX uses microwaves link to establish its connection. Normally, Wi-Fi used for LAN communication, whereas WiMAX is used for MAN communication. That means greater distance than the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi support maximum of 100 meters, whereas WiMAX support 100 kilometers, 90 to 100 kilometers. And Wi-Fi has support less than 100 Mbps, whereas WiMAX support up to 1 Gbps. Can you say what is the difference between Wi-Fi and WiMAX? Wi-Fi uses radio wave signals for its transmission, whereas WiMAX uses microwave link for its transmission. And Wi-Fi used in LAN application, whereas WiMAX used in MAN application, longer distance. Network ranges from maximum of 100 meters in Wi-Fi, whereas in WiMAX it is ranges from 90 to 100 kilometers. Wi-Fi support up to less than 50 Mbps, around 50 Mbps, whereas WiMAX support 1 Gbps, up to 1 Gbps. So these are the main two different types of wireless technology. So today's class we studied about unguided media and wireless technology. So now we completed different types of transmission media. Transmission media are two categories, guided media and unguided media. Guided media uses a physical path to transmit the data, whereas unguided media uses electromagnetic signals to transmit the data. Now, next class we can study about different types of computer networks. Okay, children, study this topic properly. Watch the video repeatedly and study the topic. Those who are referring the textbook, refer the second textbook. There will be a supplementary textbook is there. Refer that textbook. In that supplementary textbook, chapter 8 will be this chapter, not the main textbook. Main textbook, there will be lot of additional topics are there. So you have to refer the supplementary textbooks. In that chapter 8 will be computer network. Okay. Now we can see next class. Thank you, children.